morning, I'm Kathy Chung, the anchor for World News, and welcome to today's show where we will be discussing global peace and security. The first purpose of the UN, according to its charter, is the maintenance of international security. According to the charter, to take effective collective measures for the prevention and removal of threats to the peace and for the suppression of acts of aggression or other breaches of the peace, and to bring about by peaceful means adjustment or settlement of international disputes or situations which might lead to a breach of the peace. The main motivation for making peace and security a goal of the UN is to save future generations from the damaging effects of war. The Security Council, created by the UN Charter, is the primary body responsible for matters dealing with peace and security. The Council's first priority is to end fighting as soon as possible. The UN's primary purpose is to prevent and remove all threats, and it has been observed that the UN has been making progress taking one step forward to global peace. The UN promotes conflict prevention primarily through diplomacy and disarmament. As you all know, tensions between North and South Korea have been strained ever since the Korean War. However, this past week, it seems as if some of those tensions are finally beginning to dissipate. And now, let's take it over to Mark in Seoul, South Korea for more details.
Thanks, Kathy. I'm here in South Korea at the site of the meetings regarding the denuclearization. Moments ago, Kim Jong-un stepped across the border separating the two Koreas, a historic moment in the journey towards peace. Here, the two countries negotiated terms for peace, in which both countries agreed to take steps towards the removal of their nuclear programs. Kim and Moon Jae-in on Friday signed a 3-page Panmunjom Declaration, named after the truce village in the demilitarized zone between the two Koreas where it was forged. It was stated that South and North Korea confirmed the common goal of realizing, through complete denuclearization, a nuclear-free Korean peninsula. This has implied that nuclear weapons will not be allowed in South Korea, shutting down a controversy that happened in South Korea a couple years ago. Many South Korean citizens have claimed in the past that South Korea should also be armed with nuclear weapons in order to prepare against pressure and nuclear forces North Korea was putting on them. This is greatly beneficial in order to move towards the international goal of global peace. Now back to you, Kathy.
Thanks, Mark. Now, while this issue may seem isolated in North and South Korea, it impacts more than just these two countries. As Donald Trump wrote in a recent tweet, after a furious year of missile launches and nuclear testing, a historic meeting between North and South Korea is now taking place. Good things are happening, but only time will tell. The United States has aligned themselves with South Korea ever since the birth of the country, and the pending agreement between North and South Korea results in the removal of nuclear powers not only in North Korea, but in South Korea as well. This means that the security alliance between the United States and South Korea will be significantly altered, as the United States will be forced to decrease the military security it provides to South Korea. Additionally, denuclearization of North and South Korea will relieve stress on many other countries, as the nuclear program of North Korea threatened the safety of hundreds of nations. Because North Korea does not participate in global peace and security organizations, such as the United Nations, there are no restrictions on the use of these weapons, invoking fear in billions of citizens worldwide. Let's see how North and South Korea are preparing for this upcoming meeting.
Here in South Korea, Moon Jae-in has assured that Kim Jong-un has not insisted upon the removal of U.S. troops from South Korea, and has stated that he and Moon will work to make sure that the agreement bears good results by closely communicating to ensure that the failure to implement North-South agreements in the past will not be repeated. To prove the validity of this statement, Kim and Moon have agreed to turn the Armistice Agreement, which ended the Korean War in 1953, into an official peace treaty, bringing the Korean War to a long-awaited, permanent, and official end.
What many East Asian countries have been saying is that North and South Korea will finally come to a conclusion of splitting up into two distinct countries with 30th parallel as their definite national borders. This meeting also suggested that North Korea might open up the country, like China, allowing more people to travel with regular visa. This means South Korea will finally be able to visit its neighboring countries such as North Korea, China, and Russia by land. Although there are still many questions to be answered regarding peace and security in North and South Korea, it seems as if these two countries have taken the first few steps towards maintaining a peaceful relationship with each other and with the rest of the world. I'm Kathy Chung and I'm saying peace out to world news.
I hope you thought this newscast was the bomb, because I sure did. You can say secure in knowing that with world news you'll always stay informed. From us in the studio to you and at home, have a good evening. Peace.